Thank you so much. This is the Serebour Project. The Serebour Project is a project that helps people create an all-round students that can be able to compete with people in the cities. These are kids from the villages that we have decided to help them, to mold them, to mentor them, to keep up with their colleagues in the cities. So the Serebour Project is basically to make a village child confident enough to learn, confident enough to speak, and confident enough to do things, especially with the technological tools we have in our days now. The Serebour Project will help students, expose them to know how to choose big schools, good schools, of course, not big schools, but good schools in the cities, so that they can also have power with these students that are also in the cities. So the Serebour Project is basically helping people to come out, train them with good technological tools so that they can be at par with people in the cities. This project came a long way, whereby we take some people from the villages, especially in the basic schools, we train them through, we give them some kind of exams to just pick them up. We started with a reading competition and it went well. Now we are taking these people all the way from the basic 6, basic 9. After that, in the SHS, we will just help them, mentor them till they get out to the universities or the tertiary educations. And we are not just teaching them, but we want to mentor them, help them to make good choices, help them to make select good courses, even in the tertiary level. That will help their communities and their villages. We have a lot of human resources, what you call natural resources around us. If you can train this case well, they will go away and come back and help their communities. So this project has been named after a very notable person, our father and our mentor. Use this opportunity to honor our father in the name of Lieutenant Colonel Serebour, who has helped this community a lot. When we want to locate where we are right now, we are in Kona, a village or a small town in Ashanti region. You can find this town along the Kumasi Mampong stretch. This is where we are located right now. And we are in the basic schools now, picking up these people to help them, train them, so that they also become somebody in the near future, which we all desire. And we will say this again, that this is a good project which we may need sponsors, we may need help. People can just help us with some tools, because with the project now, we have been able to acquire some tools like the Starlink, which gives us internet. We have some tablets that is helping these kids to also maneuver with their technological tools and their computing classes. We also play with the general public to help us in any way through these tablets, unused tablets, computers, and other stuff that will help us train these kids to become somebody in the near future. So we thank you once again. This is the Serebour Project, which is in the name, and we are using this to honor our father, Lieutenant Colonel Serebour, to just help other young children to come out with flying colors. Thank you. Our world is now moving to the next era, which all of us need to advance ourselves in terms of technology. And we are fortunate today to have in our midst our teacher, who is going to take us through a little bit technological tools that will help us to also advance ourselves as a student and as a kid growing up. So today too, we have our brother in our midst in the name of Edmond, who will be taking us through some simple ICT tools that is going to help us as we sail in the technological era. So with a hand of applause, let's welcome our teacher for today's section. So let's welcome our teacher for today's session, Mr. Edmond. Mr. Edmond. Mr. Edmond is a student in KNST, and he is going to take us through this session for the day. So you are welcome once again,
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Students, Mr. Edmond.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zakus. As we discussed already last week, I know by now you guys are used to me. I'm not going to introduce myself again. So, this year, I'm mainly about the term, why I first create a website, or why I first build a mobile application. So that is where we are going to focus on, right? So today, I'm going to introduce you to how the web works. Repeat after me, how the web works. All right. Last week I was asking you guys if you know of any of your favorite websites, and someone, I don't know, is a person here. Yeah, please can you say your, can you mention your
My
name?
name is Austin. The website was www.oceanofgames.com.
Very good. I hope you guys could recollect what he said last week. That was the same website, right? And that website, on that website, you go there, your favorite games, you go and download it from that website, then you play it for enjoyment, right? And then I also made mention of Facebook. I hope you all know Facebook, right? And she was like, she knows, she has an account on Facebook. And there was one lady also, I don't know if she's here. She also said she was also on Facebook. That was good. So now I want to introduce you guys to how all of these websites work, how the idea of website came about. You get it? So without further ado, how many of you know Amazon.com? Amazon.com. Okay. Is he having a mic? No. Amazon.com. Can you tell us something about it?
You can use them for researching. You can use the Amazon.com for researching.
Research in terms of
It's the education, or you can use to download apps application from there.
so it looks like you are missing it. I'm talking of Amazon.com, like Amazon.com itself, not Google. Or it is a shop online where you go and then anything that you want to buy, shoes, shirts, anything. Right. But then I want us to look at how Amazon.com, how these websites work in general. So if you go to Google, last week I introduced you guys to Google, how Google looks like, right? If you go to Google and then you type, you see, what? Shopping. Well, what exactly do you see? What item do you see there? You can mention any of the items you see over there. Yes, who else? Please. Oh, wireless tech, right? Yes, those at the back. The girls at the back. Hello, are you here? What do you see? Do you have anything else? All right, that's good.
URL is Uniform Resource Location.
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Please clap for her for me. That's good. That's the uniform resource locator, right? The resources are being stored in there. That is why you can remotely access the resources right from your tablet. You get it? Okay.
Internet Protocol.
Very good. That was what I was looking for. So that Google and then go and search for 104.59.62.01. You see, it will be confusing. You cannot actually, you ask me, what's the last number, what's the middle number, and those things, right? The noise is interrupting us. Don't worry. This one. You see, I'm stressing you. I'm stressing you and I'm stressing myself, right? That is when the domain name server comes in. So the whole of this will get replaced by this, so that you and I can easily say that go to Google and go and search for Amazon.com, right? So what this does is that this is stored on the DNS server somewhere, right? It is stored on the DNS server, and then when we search for Amazon.com, quickly DNS server knows that Amazon.com is what you are looking for, so it gets matched to this specific number. You don't have to know the number. You don't have to know, right? You don't have to know the number. So the only thing you have to know is that I'm visiting Amazon.com. Do you get it? So we search for Amazon.com. What mention this keyword so that you get used to it, because you will use it a lot when you are developing, right? So what I made you to do, what you're actually doing is that you are letting your browser make a request to this server, okay? And then this server will respond to you what you are searching for. So that was why when you search for Amazon.com, it sent you to the Amazon website, and then you're able to see the stores and you mention some of the things you saw. So what is actually happening is that you send a request, okay, and then the server responds, right?
Package transfer protocol.
Very good. That's the hypertext transfer protocol. So this establishes the connection, right, between your browser and the server. That is why they can communicate. So when you search for Amazon.com, it gets you to the to the server, and then the server responds back to you, right, with the resources that you are looking for. Are you good? So what I want you to put in your head is that anytime you are searching for something, you are making a request, and then when you get to your result, it is a response. Are you good? All right. To the server, and then the server is making response to your iPad. Understand?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Very good. So that is the whole process. Anytime you search for an information or you search for a website on the browser, from the browser or through the internet, this is what happens. This one has done. As one come.
Yes.
What do you number? Find your number. Amazon.com is secured. What do I mean by secured? It is secured in the sense that you see some websites when you go there, you enter your email and your password. Are you used to that?
Yes, sir.
You visit Amazon.com and then you enter your email and your password. Nobody can see it, right? Nobody can steal it. So it is between you and Amazon.com. But if you are visiting any website and then see this X, don't try to enter your password or your email inside that website, because the moment you do, scammers are going to see your password and then your email. It is not going to the website you think it is going. It is going to somebody who has programmed that website. Anytime you don't see this, you get it.
Yes, sir.
So that is what I wanted you to know. So this is part of any website. So this makes a complete URL. Are you okay? So look after me. I will see myself as a web developer anytime I come to this class.
I see myself as a website.
Okay?
Hi.
I will see myself as a web developer anytime I come to this class.
I see myself as a web developer anytime.
Very good. So, the second one is CSS. Say it after me. Again. And then the third one is JavaScript. Say it after me. Again. So these are the three main tools we are going to use to build any website that you want to build, to build anything that you want to build. The first tool is called what?
HTML.
Again.
HTML.
The second one is
CSS.
and the third one is
JavaScript.
let me give you this idea. You see, all of you have seen an uncompleted building before, right?
Yes.
So how the building is, let's see, that state of the building is the HTML. And then when they are almost finishing the building, right? And then they've painted the building, you see the building with nice colors, you see how they designed the building, right? That's what we assume is the CSS. Are you getting the picture? And then when you add doors to it, there are some doors they are smart, and there are some doors you have to open it before it goes. So and then the windows too, you have sliding windows and stuff. And then there are some doors too, you stand in front of it and it automatically open. So all functionality is done by JavaScript. Do you get a picture? So let's as that you've seen an uncompleted building. They just built it with blocks, just like that, and it's empty. And you go inside those rooms and you see goats, you see animals. That state of the building, right, is what we then associate it with HTML. You get a picture. And anytime they paint it, it becomes the CSS. And when they are done with the entire house and then they add doors, frames, and everything to it, right?
Yes.
That's what it becomes what the JavaScript, right? Our class will be ending very soon. Okay, so God willing, next week I'll try and see if I can get the stuff that I want us to build it. Is any of you here having a laptop? A laptop? Hello? Do you have a laptop? No one is having a laptop here. Nobody is having a laptop here. Do you have a laptop? It's not here. But you have a laptop. Very good. So anyone having a laptop in this class?
Yes, sir.
You are the only one. And the rest, you are having the iPad. Okay. Now you don't worry, you know what to do. What's the talking for? Hello? I want to show you guys something here. Something big. I quickly built a website that I want to share with you guys. Okay, my page is loading, right? While it is loading, let me. So far, I hope you all understand what we just learned. Understanding the basic structure of the web. Understanding what happens when you search for something on the web, where it goes to before you get the response, right? And now we are coming to learn we are learning the tools that was used to build everything that we are seeing when you search for any website. Are you good? They are simply instructions for computers to what understand. Okay, and I'll show you how. I'll show you how it looks like. So this in front, I don't know if you can see. Can you see though? Can you see? 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 So everything here. That's what you will be doing from now onwards. Let me bring it to this side. You see, this is what is called the computer code, the instructions. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? So, for me, what I want the website to do is that the little button you are seeing over here, when you click on it, I want the background to change. But when I click on it, nothing happens. Nothing happens. And also, how it has been represented, I don't like it. I want to add some colors to the page. And then bring this one to the center this, and then send this one to the bottom of the website. To the bottom of the page. But you see, all of them are here, right? And how do I do that? That's really going to the second step. The CSS. So the CSS will help me to add the colors, to add any the styles that I want. If I want to position this one to the center, the CSS will help me do that. If I want to change the color of the button, the CSS will help me to do that. Okay, and let me show you the code for the CSS as well. Are you sure you all can see?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the CSS. That's the second key we're using. Well, let me add that to the website and see the difference. You see, at first it was all here. But when I added the CSS, you see now the background is green and then this one is white, the text is white, right? And you can see some spacing, and the button is in the middle, and you can see the instructions, something I have written is also in the middle, and you can see this one at the bottom. This is how I wanted the website to look like. So I use the second key, the CSS, to make it appear this way. But you remember something, one thing I said, which I remember, what I wanted the website to do. I said it at the beginning. Because I wanted the website, the entire website to do something. If I remember. Yes. Hello? That's what I'm saying. I said, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? So that is the power of the third language, the third programming language, right? So this is what makes the functionalities of every website possible. Okay, like when you visit the Amazon.com, I ask you to visit. When you see something that you like, you see a small button over there. They tell you buy. And you click on the buy, it will take you to another page. So the action that was performed, this was what was applied to it for you to perform in such a way. So this is just a basic overview of what you'll be learning in this class. So I'm going to focus more on this and this, and a little bit of this. But then later on we'll dive deeper into it. Are you okay?